Albuquerque, New Mexico. The postseason rolls on with the Isleta New Mexico Bowl. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Old Dominion Monarchs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Monarchs head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Holly, thank you. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work first. They hope this guy will be a big part of the offense, Ja'Cory Barney Jr. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hit.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy, because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep zones.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just on the same page with his target.
The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Monarchs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. The running game built around this guy, Devin Roche. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I'll tell you what, to watch him this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to throw, it's Potter. Fires to the big fella.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Roach. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
The kick is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Facing a third down is short from the 26. Back to pass, it's Calandria. They're working that left side. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And now on second down for this offense. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 30 short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And the Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Roach. Finding some room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Harris. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, ODU! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground with the counter. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, and one of the big stories for Nebraska, as we know, in the offseason is Matt Rule having to find a new quarterback. They thought they had the guy in Dylan Raiola. He was one of the top-ranked guys coming out of high school a few years ago, and really they saw him as the future of the program. Obviously, David, he's now out in Eugene, Oregon, and so it's a new face under center in this offense. They've got a lot of weapons, but a lot riding on this new signal caller offensively.
And they're just waiting to take that next step, right? Nebraska fans have been excited, and they've had some good spots to their teams over the past couple years. They just need that trigger man. And is this the guy? Is this the guy that can take the offense to the next level? Raiola had some good moments, but the consistency, game in, game out, that they need from the quarterback spot to bring them back to what they used to be.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskers!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a gap. It's Roach. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Potter. Here's a heat, and down he goes. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Hunter. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Flips it out in the flat. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Back to throw, it's Potter. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. Made a defender miss. At the 30. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Red pass, it's complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
To throw, it's Calandria. Pressure coming, and they got him.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Snags a quick pass on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
There's a crease. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Now the play fake. He's going to let it go. It's caught. Touchdown, Monarchs. They take the lead with the 6. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Running the option, it's Potter. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football and then right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And the Monarchs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. After the filthy move, he's got room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Finds a little space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Nelson. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And the Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Unloads quickly. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Take the profit, right? Hitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Roach. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Rushes on him. He unleashes a long one. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. And so they'll have one more chance. One possession behind. The pass interference penalty will give them an untimed down and a chance at a little glory. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick. and make those plays over the middle.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. He's got it!